The year was 1999 and a girl in my Year 7 class made a cassette tape copy of an album that was blazing to the top of the charts at the time. The album in question was called Play and the artist behind the album was called Moby. After I received this album as a gift, I had a crush on the girl that gave it to me for a long time. I have also been a fan of Moby ever since. I had no idea at the time that Moby was just one guy. I'd never really heard music like this and thought that Moby may be a whole group of Mobys each playing an instrument. It wasn't until I worked at a music festival by chance at a young age of 12 or 13 where I learned that Moby was only one guy and that he was called a producer. It's a show I'll never forget. There I was, working, making pizzas for my auntie's mobile pizza business at a large summer festival. I had no clue who was playing on the bill, but I learned pretty quickly that Moby was going to be doing his thing in the boiler room later that day. I had no idea what a boiler room was, but it sounded sweaty and a place where naughty things might happen. It sounded like a great place where people could come and get down to Moby. The day flew by. We made over 1,000 pizzas to a great crowd. I worked extra hard and after the dinner rush, things calmed down and I was allowed to go for a wander. I think of being all around these cool older people wore off on me and I wanted to be a little bit naughty. I waited till my auntie had her back turned and then I stole a cigarette. Sorry, Auntie Liz. I left our stall and wandered into the crowd. I looked at the set times and sure enough, Moby was up on next. I sprinted to the boiler room. I'll never forget peeling back that curtain to the boiler room. There was a haze of fog and lights. It was like 10 degrees hotter in there. It smelt like lawn clippings, Mary Jane, beer breath and sweat. The sound almost made me fall over, it was so loud. I could hear the bass drums in my heart and sometimes I still can. I stood there dumbstruck for a moment when an older man with an eyebrow ring pushed past me and said, "Come on kid, it's fucking Moby and he's about to start." He was right. Up on stage a small bald man appeared and this bald man was Moby. I was small at the time so I pushed my way to the front. The crowd was getting amped. They chanted, "Moby, Moby, Moby." Moby came out and did something. The music got even louder and after an epic build-up he started to play banger after banger from his hit record, Moby Play. I'd never seen anything like this. I'm pretty sure I'd never danced in all my life, but I had no choice. I was barely a teenager and I was watching Moby. I started to groove. I copied some moves from a group of girls wearing pedal pushers and chokers. To my left, there was a dude with gelled hair sucking on a pacifier. His moves were too advanced for me. I pulled out me ciggy and lit it. Through fits of coughing and with a dizzy head, I started my own groove. I gave myself to the music of Moby. I let his rhythm smooth me. This went on for a while. At some stage, a man wearing Doc Martens and a kilt turned and said to me, "Hey kid, what do you reckon of Moby?" I jumped up and down saying, "I reckon Moby is fucking sick." He said he also believed Moby was sick. We high-fived and kept dancing. More and more people kept squeezing into the tent. It felt like I was getting lifted off my feet by the crowd itself. Moby was an absolute animal. Maybe this is why he's vegan. He just kept playing banger after banger off his award-winning album, Moby Play. When his set finally finished, he received a standing ovation. Moby was humble in his acceptance of playing a show none of us there would forget for quite a while. Years later, I talked to a mate from work who said he was at this festival as well. We both agreed that it's hard to beat a Moby show. I still think about Jacinta, the girl who took the time to copy Moby Play onto cassette for me. I wonder what she's doing nowadays, and I wonder if she still likes Moby. I also want to apologise to Moby for not purchasing the record legitly. For that, I'm sorry, but I want to say thank you for making me believe that there is true good in this world, and in my darkest hours, I still turn to Moby Play to show me that there will always be light at the end of the tunnel. This light is in the form of a perfect album. The album is Moby Play, and the artist Moby. I really hope Moby will come and tour here again soon. I think that would be great.